Hey everybody, I'm back. It's been a while since I've done a Facebook Live. It's Ramona Remisat here. And for those who are new to me and my work, I am an intuitive mindset coach. And I teach women entrepreneurs how to conquer their negative thinking habits and really hone their intuition so that they can make great money doing what they love. And I just wanted to jump in here and share a story, but I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes because we might get a few more people in here. I don't want to get into this all, but it basically stems from an incident that I recently had while I was away on vacation where I had an accident that landed me in the ER. So not exactly the way that you want to have a vacation, but you know what? Things happen, right? So what are you going to do? So I kind of, as I went through that episode of being in the ER, I had a bit of an aha that I just wanted to jump in here and share with you guys. So again, if you're new to me and my work, like I said, I'm an intuitive mindset coach, really helping women get over all the junk in their heads, the negative self-talk, the bad thinking habits that we get into, and really helping them also hone their inner GPS. We all have that inner GPS. It's that, that voice inside of us that tells us what to do, but a lot of times we ignore it. And I truly believe that the number one secret they do not tell you in business school is that to be really, really successful, you need to be working intuitively because it will always keep you on the right path. Our head, though, takes us way over here and gets us off track. So that's where we get into trouble. So I'm not going to talk about that right now, but that's sort of just so that you know that's the area that I help women with. So today's video is about my epiphany from the ER. I was away on holidays with my family playing tag and chasing my son full throttle on the grass. It was wet and I slipped. And I was going so fast I had no time to recover, and I was reaching out and I fell on my side with my arm extended and kind of heard a crack slash pop. That didn't sound too good. So I thought, oh, this is not good. And I had very limited ability with my arms, so I ended up in the ER. Luckily, nothing broken, nothing dislocated. I saw my physio yesterday. I do have some rotator cuff trauma, so we're going to be working on that, but it could have been a lot worse. But going through that, what I realized is, we tend to get into this thing of what we can't do. I thought, oh, great. I've been working with a trainer. I've been really, getting focused on my upper body strength. Now I can't do that, right? And yet I was sort of forgetting all the other stuff I could do. I could still do leg workout. I could still run. I could still, do a lot of other things. And where I'm going with this is that I think that translates a lot into our lives and our businesses. When things aren't going well, we kind of be like, oh, I can't do this. Or as an entrepreneur, we have compare-itis, right? I see that a lot with the women that I work with. They're looking around, they see what other coaches are doing, and they think, oh, I can't have a program like that, or I can't do a launch like that, or all of these things. And what I want to tell you is if you're constantly focused on all the things you can't have and can't do, you won't have them and you won't do them. And it's because our thoughts become things. And you don't have to take my word for that. Science is proving this more and more. We know that our thoughts, interfere or help with our digestion. It helps raise or lower our blood pressure. It can impact you whether you can fall asleep easily at night or you're up all night. So really, it's true. Thoughts become things. So we don't really tune into that a lot of times, and we just go with the soundtrack that's playing in our head, and it can really mess you up and really sabotage your life and your business. Because I don't know if it's just society, the predominant mindset out there, but if you have a negative experience, a lot of people are more likely to share a negative experience that they've had rather than a positive one, right? Or if you're in a store and somebody gives you great customer service, you're not as inclined maybe to go and tell the manager about what a great experience you had. But if it was lousy, yeah, I can imagine a lot of people would be, stomping to their phones to send off an email or something like that about a bad experience that we've had. So we're kind of negative focused. So we need to get out of that, need to focus more on the positive. And really just, like I said, get out of this focus of all the things that you can't do and start thinking about the things that you can do. Is this resonating with you guys? Let me know if this is helpful, because I think it's just a bad thinking habit. Like I said, we get into habitual thinking without even realizing that we're doing it. And so if you can start to break that habit now, you will get so much further in the long run. So here's your takeaway tip for today is get some sticky notes and write on it, thoughts become things, and plaster them everywhere. I'm talking your bathroom mirror, your steering wheel in your car, your fridge door, in your office, at your computer, wherever, so that you will see that constantly and it will remind you to really mind your mind. Pay attention to what you're habitually thinking about so that you are not inadvertently sabotaging yourself before you even get started. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. Again, mind your mind. Remember, thoughts become things. If you catch yourself thinking, I can't, tell yourself cancel, clear, delete. I do that all the time, or I'll do this little move. My kids kind of roll their eyes. They'll be like, she's at it again. But it does. It's a physical thing, a tangible thing that takes me out of my head, gets me out of my spinning, into my body. So if I catch myself saying I can't do this or that's too hard or whatever, I just kind of wave it away, cancel, and reframe it and get back into that more positive way of thinking. Or maybe it's not that I can't do it. Maybe there's missing pieces, right? Maybe I need some support. Maybe I need a resource. Maybe I need to find out more about it, right? So it's not that you can't, you just don't know the next step. So break it down into its bite-sized pieces and then start attacking that piece by piece by piece. So that's my little epiphany that I had, like I said, from sitting in the ER with my arm. And I hope that's helpful. You guys, make sure you implement now, okay? Having knowledge is great, but it's not going to do anything if it's just kind of there and you're not implementing. So make a commitment right now to implement. Mindset work is never one and done. It takes two things. It takes commitment and consistency. So you have to commit to shifting your thinking and then consistently reframe, and don't fall into that, bad habit of thinking that we have about the negative stuff. It takes work. This is work. It's not, you're not going to snap your fingers and be good. So I hope this was helpful. Stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing some more tips and tricks with you in the coming weeks. I'm working on a bunch of content to share with you, but of course, I want to know where you're struggling. So post below. Let me know, what are your mindset demons? What do you come up against over and over and over again? Or what have you really had a hard time dealing with? And that way I can use that to create some stuff to help you guys, okay? So have a fabulous day. I'm off to a networking event with some great ladies, and I hope it's sunny and beautiful wherever you are. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.